We are situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Las Vegas Raiders and the New York Jets. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Las Vegas.
Now a carry for Jacobs. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. He's given 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
And look good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
The tackle made.
Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On second down, it's Jacobs. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Corey Littleton drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Las Vegas sending out their punter now. Back deep, the former All-Pro Tyler Lockett. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 26-yard line.
Middle. 58 to Mike. 3
They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Tackle made by Tyus Bowser.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And that is incomplete.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
23-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 25-yard.
They only got a yard out of that last completion. And that makes this 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Rosen. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
3.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. He lets it fly for Lockett, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Jacobs. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And a slant hauled in by Ruggs. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 37. 11 yards for number 11. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Reception here by Ruggs. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
2nd and 2 at the 28-yard line.
On second down, Jacobs. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. With no score after 1 on EA Sports. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards on the pickup.
From the 4, it's second and a couple.
At the 4-yard line.
Here's Andrews. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
But not a lot of flash and dash on that play. 2nd and 2, and they hand it to the big man, and he ends up picking up a first down. A little bit of gray area there, though, but I think what they thought, hey, we hand it to him here. If we come back and don't get it, we still got another down to try and pick it.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. A quick throw out to Lockett. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the
now Rosen looking to throw. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now with shotgun handoff to Cohen. Room here to run. There he goes left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Tariq Cohen, 56 yards. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
the concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back to throw. Incomplete. The safety Marcus May in there on the coverage.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there, but couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
39-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 38-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Now it's Rosen. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will be taken down deep in Las Vegas territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
Now Jones, and he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A 6-yard touchdown run, and the Jets have taken the lead.
Chris Boswell on board.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better, and I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
That one goes for 30 yards.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
4 yards on.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out there. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown, and this one they help force another incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's the Raiders punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now, their last 2 drives, both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
That big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. On play action, Rosen. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. This is Jones. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rosen finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
1st down, a run with Cohen. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Raiders' 36-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Rosen. He lets it fly for Lockett. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Lockett, 36 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
They'll look to throw again. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the 1st. The Jets are going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Las Vegas sending out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And look at this. It's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the 1st. They only get 4, but the fake punt works and gets them a 1st down. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move. But oftentimes,
it's caught at the 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Henry Ruggs, 44 yards. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the 1st half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Rosen will throw. And this a quick slant to Lockett. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this 1st half of action. They go play action. It's Rosen. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 23 yards on the play.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And his guys have got it back at the close. Stages of the first half.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And someone must have been in this hot sun a little too long. They've got the punt team out there, and just to clarify, it is not 4th down. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this drive will start in enemy territory as that gets out of bounds on this side of the 50. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field. Certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A big play there. 60 yards. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
They're on 19-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the Jets' 43-yard line.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. And we got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver. Whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter, they'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
The ball carrier.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Rosen off the play action. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. And he's going to have this down deep into Vegas territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll try again with Jones. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Well, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
3rd and goal, Rosen. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Jim, 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 Jim. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
They'll run it with Jones. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I'm here, my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game.
He's got a man complete. He's at the 30, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs, 99 yards. And the Raiders are back within a score. So how about that for a backbreaker? Again, 99 yards.
And how about the audacity of the play call? When you're backed up that close to your goal line, usually you're just trying to run some type of a wedge play, a quarterback sneak, a dive, anything to try and create some room and take care of the ball. But that's confidence in your offensive line that they'll protect the guy throwing it, and he finds his guy for 99 yards. I love what they just did.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Tyler Lockett, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead.
His kick
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
5-yard line.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. He'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 32-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 32-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
It's
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. They'll look to throw now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Number 84. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 18-yard line.
Running is Jacobs. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score.
The kick is
And his kick is good.
makes the score Jets 35, Raiders 28.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
They'll try to run forward with Cohen. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Here's a 2nd and 7. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
The pass.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
The Raiders on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5, and that will be incomplete.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Returnable for Lockett. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They'll start things on first with Tariq Cohen. And he stopped immediately there.
Tariq Cohen, the ball.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
The line of scrimmage.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 29.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
On 3rd down, Rosen. And he's got Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
At the 46-yard line.
From the gun, it's Rosen. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll be marked marked as a 27-yard pickup. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. From the 22, Rosen letting one go deep for the end zone. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
The Jets on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. That's going to be caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Middle.
Here's Rosen to throw. And this is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
Chris Boswell.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And the Raiders first down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Reception here by Ruggs. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
34 yards. And the Las Vegas.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 20-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They will run the draw with Jacobs. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. But look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Aaron Jones.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. They'll go again to Jones. And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a 2nd straight loss. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. And now we're going to get a delay of game. And that's going to back him up halfway. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Watch out, watch out. Alert, alert, alert.
Middle, middle, middle.
Throws it from his end zone on 3rd and long. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
You always think about picking up the 1st down, but in this case, they were thinking about something bigger. They were thinking about the home run shot and took it downfield. Unable to connect, but admire the effort.
And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 14.
Gain of 20.
A good pickup there of 20 yards. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
The Raiders on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller there to make the grab. And the Raiders are back within a score. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Jets 42, Raiders 35.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing over your permit.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out.
2nd and 12 at the Raiders' 29-yard line.
Play action here with Rosen. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 12-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take the knee. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in week 1.
I do get a kick out of seeing a team kneel down at the end of the game in victory formation and wrap one up, because most of the time a kneel down is not a good thing in football. In this case, it's the best thing for the team that's winning.
Best thing week 1 and 1-0 after going down to that knee. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Jets, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
it's the coach. Welcome you to another installment of Madden Ultimate Team. There's been a lot of talk leading up to this matchup, and it's finally here. But can it live up to all the hype?
22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Cunningham. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
It's 2nd and inches at the 37-yard line.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. It's a gain of 22 as we tip towards 2:22 on the clock. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
At the 37-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down. Cunningham in trouble, and he's taken down.
Randall Cunningham sacked.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And here's Hoffrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and
a shotgun give to Fournette. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line. That's the
back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The offense already on the field here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Mahomes took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Got his connection, complete to Ruggs. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Fournette, a 1st down carry. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He finds a man in the crossing line. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 11 yards for number 11. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Stepping, and they'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
And it's good to make it 7-0. What a drive that was. 16 plays all told. And it was all capped by Patrick Mahomes using his legs to get in the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
2nd and 5.
First half in the... There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go.
Visitors, nothing.
Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Second half beginning with a run from Fournette. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. The tackle goes there to Linval Joseph. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Looking right sideline, but it's It's incomplete. The running back, Leonard Fournette, his intended receiver. And now it's third down.
Third down and 9 yards to go.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from the first down.
Stopped him in his tracks. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
Joseph on
The tackle made there by Linval Joseph.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
That catch good for 5. It's third down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
brings up third.
Mahomes looks to throw on third down. Steps away to his left. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes got an open man. It's Ruggs. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 9. That's the end of the third quarter.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. And a slow holding by Ruggs. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 24-yard line.
First and 10.
It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Fournette running out of the gun and able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. The objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now with 1:52, get another in a big spot here.
22-yard attempt.
Bailey able to knock it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip.
That's the score. Our home team 10.
A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, and that won't beat us.
Christian McCaffrey on the return. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10.
So Randall Cunningham of the offense. Down 10-0. 1:45 to play. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? You'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That one a first down pickup of 8.
10 at the 36-yard line.
Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And with just inside the 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Here's Cunningham from the gun. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
Set to kick off.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by two-time All-Pro Rodney Harrison. Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish.